Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good night. You are highly welcome to our today's session. So we are going to be looking at how we can calculate the accounting rate of return. Accounting rate of return. So what is the accounting rate of return? So it's just a predictable return that a company or you as an individual you expect to have from a particular project. So in this case, we are going to use the same exercise that we used in calculating our payback period and then calculate the accounting rate of return and see which of these projects is profitable for us. So looking at the payback the investment appraisal techniques, the payback period and the accounting rate of return are considered the traditional techniques. Why? The reason is that they did not consider the time value of money. So that's why they are considered the traditional investment appraisal technique method. So we are going to use the same exercise, which goes that Procure Limited is considering two investment opportunity having the following exits. So we have the year, right? It goes that. Sorry for this. Right. Procure Limited is considering two investment opportunities having the following exits. Wow, project A, project B with the various years. Then they say that the company uses a straight line method of depreciation, and it was discovered that project A has a scrap value of 10k and project B has a scrap value of 1,200 francs. Sorry, the scrap value 1k and 1,200. They say use the accounting rate of return to advise the company on the financial viability of the two projects. So in determining the accounting rate of return, we use the formula. The accounting rate of return equals of average profit divided by average capital employed. Average profit divided by the average capital employed. Oh no, my formulas. Alright, so we use the formula accounting rate of return equal average profit divided by average capital employed. Please, there are many alternative formulas that we can use as well, but with respect to this exercise, I see this is the best formula that we have to use, where our average profit is calculated based on what we have to determine the depreciation of each of these projects, and then from there we determine the profit, and from the profit the average profit, and then with the average capital employed, it's also gotten by using the formula. You take the initial outlay plus the scrap value and then you divide by 2 to have the average capital employed, which is ACE. So we are going to continue while dropping the formulas as well. Alright, so in this case we are going to calculate the depreciation for project A. We are still with project A. Let me erase this. So we are going to calculate depreciation. Just put in short depreciation of A. So depreciation is equal to the depreciation of A. Where is this thing? Sorry, I did not put the form. So the depreciation of A, we just take our initial outlay, which is IO, minus the scrap, all this divided by the N, initial outlay divided by minus scrap divided by N, where our N is equal to the number of years of that investment. Initial outlay, just write in full. What's the initial outlay? Is cash flow at year 0. In that case, our initial outlay is 10K divided by the take away the scrap divided by N, so which is equal to, our initial outlay is 10K minus our scrap is, for project A, the scrap of the for A is 1K please follow me keenly. You divide. When you sum this minus this on your calculator, you press the equal to, and then you then take divided by, what's the number of year duration? Well, 5 years. 5. The depreciation is 1,800. So they say it is the straight line method of depreciation. That's why we are using this approach, please. So there are many methods of determining or calculating depreciation, but the best one that they mostly use is the straight line method. So our scrap is 1,800. Our depreciation is 18. So each year will be 1818 because we are using the straight line method. Our average profit now, average profit is equal to, we take the there is no depreciation at year 0. There is no depreciation at year 0 because year 0 nothing has happened. What is depreciation in the first place? Because it's just what the loss in the value of an asset. So year 0, that means nothing has started. That means nothing is depreciating yet. Alright, so our average profit, we are going to be using what? We take the cash flow of the investment that year and we less it from, and we remove depreciation from it. What is going to be left now? We call it the average profit. We call it the profit, we call it the profit. So this is profit rather, not average profit yet. Second, either you auto fee, you take this, take away this, enter. Same here, this, take away this, take away this. So you can just auto fee this. So this is our this is our profit. So our average profit now, our average profit is equal to our average profit. It will be equal to, you take what? Total profit. So I can just add another row here for total. The total of this, please you sum this with your calculator. This is my sum, which is 6K. So my average profit will be equal to this total divided by N. And what is N? The number of years, which is 5. Well, let me first start by putting the formula of total profit divided by N. So in this case, we are going to have our total profit divided by our duration of the investment, which is 5 years. So see, our average profit is going to be 1,200. So the next thing that we have to calculate is the average capital employed. Average capital employed, which is given by what? The initial outlay plus scrap divided by 2. So in this case, we are going to, what's our initial outlay? Equal to initial outlay is 10k. Either write the 10k, please, or you plus scrap of 1k divided by 2. We're going to have 5,500. So then, what will be our ARR? ARR, this is the formula. So our ARR will take average profit divided by average capital employed. So which is equal to what's the average profit? It's our average profit divided by average capital employed. So please just have 0.22. So we'll convert our answer to be in percentage, so that should make sense. So in this case, you take the answer times 100. So you can just add times 100 to your formula as well, if you need. I will then take or you can just go to your excesses. We are using Excel. We can just go and add the percentage there directly. You want it to be in percent, you just click percentage, becomes 22%. So this is the accounting rate of return for project A. If we are investing in A, that means we'll be expecting 22% of our investment. As so if we invest in A, we are going to have 22% as our return. Now let's calculate for B. Let's calculate now for project B. The same formulas are going to apply for B as well. Alright. So the same formula for B. So just calculate, please. So the initial outlay for B is also project B, where are you? Project A. Okay, sorry. Project B. These are the cash flows of project B. Let me place them down here as well. The initial outlay as well is 10k. So I have 10k. Go to initial outlay of 10k. See, please, I'm clicking on the 10k to avoid to save my time. 10k minus the scrap of project B is project B have a scrap of 1,200 francs. So minus 12. So minus 12. Or divided by n. Our n is also 5 years. When you take 10k minus 1 to equal to, please, you have an answer. Then you take it now divided by 5. Sorry. Divided by do not put the division sign. We're going to have 7,660 as the depreciation of project B. So we come now and put dip of B. Year 0 does not have any depreciation, please. The amount is 1,760. 1,760. So it applies to all the years because we are using the straight line method. Then the profit of B, we repeat the same formula, equal to, you take your cash flow, you less the depreciation amount, what is remaining now is your profit. So the same, equal to cash flow minus depreciation. So we can autofill for the others. So you see that we're having negative amounts because at the 4th and the 5th year, our cash flows, we have only 1k and 500 francs. But our depreciation is 1,760. That's why when you take the cash flow here less the depreciation, you are going to have a negative amount. So what will be the total now? Equal to, can you just say all equal to, you see the total profit for project B is rather 3,200 francs. 3,200 francs. So let's calculate the average profit. So this is the depreciation. Let's calculate our average profit. We use the same formula. We take total profit divided by N. So equal to total profit divided by N. Our N is 5 of 640. Now our average capital employed. Average capital employed we are going to use the same formula. Initial outlay. What's the initial outlay? It's 10k. 10k plus the scrap. Our scrap in this case is 1,200 francs. Divided by 2, and then bam. So our average capital employed in this case is 5,600 francs. So now we are back. Now we are at the point where we have to calculate our accounting rate of return. So average profit. What's the average profit? 640 divided by 5,600. So our ARR equals this, right? 0. This. And in percentage, it will be 11 point something, so 11.4%. They have just rounded up, please. So 11%, which is 11.4. Then these guys have just rounded up. Let me see. It's at least 11.4% or 0.43%. Here was 11. Yeah, it's okay. So with respect to our two projects, project A and project B, this is the solution. This is the solution. So the ARR of project A is 22% and ARR of project B is for 11.4%. 43%. This December was 21.70%, please. So to 2 decimal place, this is 21.82. This one is 11.43. So now with respect to the two projects, which one will you choose? And which turnover, based on the ARR, which of the projects are you going to choose in order to invest in? One is having a return of 21.82% and another is having a return of 11.43%. Now it's based on you. Which one will you choose? So I would love to see the one that you will choose in the comment section and why. So just drop a comment or which of the investment you will choose and why. Thank you very much for following. We'll see you again next time. Have a blessed day. Cheers.